will flip the coin and Rohan will call.
Heads.
Head has been called.
It is.
And head it is. What have you decided, Rohan?
We decided to bat first.
Any specific reason?
Like yesterday, the pitch is flat and so is the outfield. Looks like a great place we can score runs. Even grounded strokes will get good runs out of it, so hoping.
Both the teams had good victory. So what will the plan against Sharjah cricket?
Plan just like yesterday to bat and bowl and of course field aggressively, put our full intensity in the game and hope to win it.
Rohan, early days for you here in UAE. Hope you're enjoying your stay here in UAE. Did you get a chance to explore UAE?
Not yet, had a few games, but we do have a day off day after tomorrow. Maybe see the Burj Khalifa or Dubai Mall, something like that.
Great, and tell us about the team news. Have you made any changes?
There's Prahlad Badrinarayanan. He has gotten a minor injury, so he will be 13th today. But other than that, nothing.
Best of luck and give us a good game.
Thank you so much.
They have asked you to bowl first. Happy by the decision?
No, we wanted better as well because every match that has been played here, while first batting they've scored high scores. So it's going to be tough for us, but I'm sure we'll win.
Yesterday a close finish. What a game we have witnessed. After the game, did you get a chance to get a sound sleep?
Yeah, everyone slept well because we won the game and that's the most important thing.
Now looking at the track, what kind of total do you think is gettable in the second innings?
160. Good, it'll be a good chase. It'll be a tough one, but let's see how it goes.
And what have you made any changes? If so,
We haven't made any changes because we won last game, so we're trying to continue with that.
best of luck and enjoy the occasion.
Thank you.
Right then, that's the news and the confirmation coming in from the center. Seattle Sonics winning the toss, and they had absolutely no hesitations to be batting first. We know how talented this side is, and this is one match I think most of the viewers, they were waiting for. Sharjah cricket. What a brilliant performance last night. They clinched an absolute blockbuster. In comes the first ball. Beautifully ball. That's a good delivery to start off proceedings. Rohan Anand and Arhav Alok Patel, the two very dynamic batters, walked in the crease, and they will be looking to get to a good start. But first they need to just get a hold onto the surface. Try not to be over ambitious. Just wait for the loose deliveries. Don't fetch and go after the ball. Let the ball come to you. It's on a slower side, mind you, this wicket. Lovely ball and equally well left by Rohan Anand. Liam D'Souza, he was very impressive even in the last game, both with the bat, with the ball. And now he will be looking to give a good start to his team. And that is what he's done even in the last encounter. And once again we can see he is getting that hint of movement after the ball is switching. Lovely ball. This is good outswing bowling we're witnessing so far. He's doing a decent job, and rightfully so. Rohan Anand is not really going after the bowlers. He's taking his sweet time in the center, and we will see the ball move around and jog around at least for the first 4 to 5 overs, but after that things will be very, very easy. Trying to cut that. A polite inquiry to the umpire. Another dot delivery. So a very tidy start here so far by Liam Dawson. He's just getting the basics right, and he's letting the pitch do the talking. So there is something for the fast bowlers, but the condition and the challenge is that you need to pitch the ball at the right areas. Try to pitch it fuller. Anything short with the new ball, it's not going to be very effective. Beautifully played, and the first runs comes on the board by the blade of Rohan, and that's been guided towards deep third for a single. So far Keeping things quiet in the center is Liam Dawson. Good to see that they've got a slip in place. We've seen how brilliant the captain was last night. If we talk about Fatur Rahman. Nicely bowled. Good little tap towards the point region. It's a dot to close out a very good over by Liam Dawson. It's one gone, one for no loss. Baitullah Khan, he was very impressive last night under the lights. Let's see if he can get any kind of assistance and purchase during the afternoon. Lovely delivery. It's a good ball to start off proceeding. Yeah, he's one of those bowlers you'll have to be slightly careful against him. Ensure you don't go across the line. Try to play with a straighter bat, because he really gives a bit of a rip after the ball pitches. It doesn't really turn, but go straighter. Close. Yeah, I think touch too high. So far, keeping things quiet. Our team, Sharjah Cricket at the moment. Oh, beautifully bowled. That's a top class delivery, and good to see the captain himself being at the slip cordon. And that is something which we've seen even in the last game. The ball pitching and holding its line is not really a big turn of the ball, but those carom deliveries which he has really asks a few questions. This is close. This is suicidal. Oh, that throw. It wasn't all that strong otherwise. I think he was in a lot of trouble. Rohan has already played 9 deliveries and scored 1, which is completely okay. He can take his time in the middle, because we know how talented Rohan Anand is. Once he gets his eye in, that's where he'll look to shift gears. Nice little punch. And once again, bit of a fumble and a bit of a hesitation coming in between these two. I think they just need to go down and have a quiet word with each other. You don't want to be losing a wicket in the form of a run out. Lovely ball. That's a good delivery. A dot to close out another successful over. It's a maiden for Baitullah Khan. Lovely stuff. It's 2 gone, 1 for no loss. The keeper is coming onto the stumps, so now both the batters, they can't really use their feet and come down the track. They'll have to play where they are. So this is what restricts them. The range of shots is now going to be limited. Still, they've got a slip in place. That's good to see. Beautifully bowled. Too close to cut yet again. That is a perfect channel. As a fast bowler, you would want, as a captain, your bowlers to bowl at this stage. He's such an effective bowler if you talk about Liam Dawson, especially when he comes on to bowl with the new ball. It's not all that easy to have control and consistently pitch the ball at the right areas, but this boy, he's been very impressive so far in this tournament. Nice little flick. Good bit of fielding, just a single on offer. Yeah, so one thing is for certain that both the parties, they don't seem to be in a hurry, which is good to see, because you just need one good over in your favor, and that's where you get the confident. And also when you come out as an opener, you do have a bit of butterflies in your stomach, you're a bit nervous. So it's all about giving yourself time in the center. Nice little punch once again, quick single. Good throw and a good bit of running as well. So it has been a quiet and a sedate start so far for Seattle Sonics. And that's all because of the discipline and the consistency we have witnessed by Liam Dawson, and of course that maiden over by Baitullah Khan. Nicely done once again, another dot delivery. Runs are difficult to come by. So either of these two, Arav Alok or Rohan, they'll have to really take the responsibility and play a bit more freely. Comes down the track. Another dot delivery. How many dot deliveries have we seen so far in this innings? A lot. These are terrific figures to say the least for Liam Dawson. He's into second over, just last delivery remaining. And it doesn't really swing the ball that much, but what is so special about him that he gets the ball to move slightly late, and that makes it very difficult for a batter to predict. Got a little punch, cleaner pickup, direct hit, might have been close, but nonetheless another exciting over comes to the end. It's 3 gone, 4 for no loss. Baitullah Khan to continue, and rightfully so, because he's already bowled a maiden so early in this match. That's a good little drive towards the coverage. It's a long chase. Very nice. Good to see the young boy sliding. That was a proper slide and very good technique as well. You really need to learn how to slide. A proper training has been given. So of course there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes. The coaching staff, the management, they've done a lot of hard work on these young boys. Hits it hard, but there's protection. He's got a long one, and I think it's the right time to introduce you my co-com. It's going to be Mudassir joining me once again. Welcome, Mudassir.
A very good evening, Oves, and good evening to all of our viewers. Winning the toss and opting to bat first, not a ideal start for Sonics. Captain Rohan Anand, alongside him is Arav Alok. Some turn, the batter misses, so the wicket keeper. Look at that effort one more time. The slide comes in and saving certainly some runs for his side.
Well, I'll have to ask you this question, Mudassir. We've seen this young boy even yesterday, but we haven't observed and looked closely onto his action. Tell me, who does this young boy bowl like?
Lofted in the air and straight into the hands of the fielder at long on. The first casualty, the shape of Rohan Anand and Baitullah Khan, who was in tremendous form with the ball in the first game. Yet again he strikes for his side.
Well, some disciplined bowling has gotten him his reward pretty early. I was in the slot, and he was there to be hit, but knowing that there's protection in the long on, he wanted to clear the man, and unfortunately he's found the fielder. So a much needed breakthrough comes in, and it's Rohan who'll have to go back after scoring just the 2 runs. It's 10 for 1. Beautifully bowled once again. Coming around the wicket now, trying to create an angle, and rightfully so, because now there's a left-hander at the crease. Another fine talent. Who can forget his brilliant 30 in the last game, and also alongside his partner who scored 64 runs in just 44. So these two boys gonna make a lot of difference, and if you pick up any of them at this stage, that's why I believe that you'll have Seattle Sonics at the back foot pretty early.
Yeah, absolutely. They are looking for that early advantage, both the sides. Oh, what a brilliant piece of bowling. Some sharp turn, inviting the batter to go for the drive. It's an excellent over. A wicket going down in the first over of Baitullah Khan. 4 overs done and dusted. Sonics, they are struggling. They have lost Rohan Anand, their captain, 10 on board.
बंद है ना अभी That's a terrific start here for overs. 10 is already what they've gotten, which is not all that enough. Out of Alok would want to continue from where he left off last night, 64, with 3 huge sixes and 4 boundaries to his name. So we know that he's one of those batters who likes to express himself and go big.
Oh, what a delivery. Oh, really don't understand why the decision not going in favor of the bowler. The umpire has some other thoughts here, but what an excellent delivery from Liam.
Well, let me tell you, if there's no inside edge, that was plumb in front. I'm not too sure if he's gotten any bat, or we'll have to wait and see.
A slip in position, 2 back-to-back dot deliveries. A good start to this over. Already bowling with tight line and length. Liam in the spell.
That's a good delivery once again. Watchfully played, coming behind the line of the ball. And yeah, you have to be a little careful now because you've already lost one important wicket. And it is that kind of surface, Mudassir, I believe. After you give yourself a bit of time, once you get a hold of this wicket, then it becomes much more easier to really get going.
I completely agree with you. A glorious shot, but look at that effort. Certainly saving some runs. Our overlook was in control, but a full length dive. The fielder at the mid-on region saving some runs for his side.
Good cricket all around. A good delivery, nice little punch, straight out of the coaching manual, and everything was correct on regards to the last shot he's offered and also the fielding effort. So, well done. Liam Dawson, rightfully so. He's been asked to continue, and why not? When you've hardly given any runs whatsoever, and he was so close, I believe, that LBW. That was a very close call.
Caught in front, but not sure what was the on-field umpire was thinking. I think was it inside edge that might save the batter.
Yeah, that's the only reason, Mudassir. Otherwise, the air was just crashing as plumb as it could have got. Once again, beautifully bowled. But this time, clear inside edge, and no doubts on that one.
An inside edge, that too middled properly.
Yeah, at times, as a batter, you really need some luck to go in your favor as well, really. So, a bit of a scare, and glad that he's still out there.
There was an opportunity to get some runs, dejected on not finding that gap. So another tight over from Liam comes to an end. 5 overs done. It's 12 for 1.
Baitullah to continue in bowling his third over. And that's a very good delivery. Look at his figures. He's into his third over. He's already picked up one important wicket, and still you haven't answered to my question earlier, Mudassir. After this delivery, I'm going to ask you again. Oh, has he got him? Very, very close, and almost enticed the batter to play that inside out stroke. Narrowly missing. Yeah. So Mudassir, his action. I was asking you, who does he replicate?
Answer to your question is, the question paper has been leaked a couple of hours ago.
Brilliant.
The question was asked by OS, and straight away I got surprised and I requested him, please help me out. I just could not recollect, and the answer is he resembles Mujibur Rahman from Afghanistan.
Yeah, and you got it right after your fourth attempt. Oh, lovely stroke. That is a gorgeous stroke. He was always in control, playing with a straighter bat, and so pleasing to the eye when this young boy gets going, gets an important maximum for his team.
This is what we expect from Arav Alok, such a talented top order batter, just struggling to find his form, but a good looking shot will ease the pressure a bit fuller and go straight over that mid-off fielder, a much needed boundary.
Yeah, he's one of those bowlers. He doesn't really like to go for many runs. Baitullah is very persistent and consistent with the line especially, and he varies his length beautifully. This is high up in the air. Is this a chance? No! The fielder was a mere spectator. Make that the second maximum in this over. And it's turning out to be such a valuable over.
And this is a sign of a quality batter. He was struggling couple of deliveries ago, but all of a sudden finding that boundary now. What a hit. Shifting the weight on the back foot and solid connection, though there was a fielder station brave enough to take on that fielder and get some maximum. So some runs are coming from the blade of Aro. 6 overs done, 25 for the loss of 1. It has been a completely different ball game for Seattle Sonics against Sharjah Cricket. They got plenty of runs in the first outing against Giants, the same venue, getting 199, but they are up against a quality bowling attack of Sharjah Cricket. Rohan Anand is back in the hut, the captain. It all depends on Arav Alok and Jay Neil. They need to stitch a partnership. They also need quick runs in quick time. In the air, just away from the diving fielder at short covers. So some runs for Arav Alok. One run, he put that dive, and after that he was in trouble. Still, I think he is feeling that pain, limping while taking that second run, Arav Alok. A technically very sound batter. It's just a matter of time that he will go after the bowlers here, but a good start for Shravan. 3 deliveries, 3 runs conceded so far. Played straight towards Shravan. Yet again, quite surprisingly, this is a day 2 and match number 4 on the surface. The ball just stopping and coming onto the blade, so the good sign for the spinners, especially if you are a wrist spinner. You can get that extra turn and bounce. Onto the back foot, in the air, falling between 2 fielders. All he could get is just a single. And both the sides coming into this game by winning their first encounter of this tournament. What a thriller we have witnessed on day 1, Sharjah Cricket versus North England Warriors A match to remember. From 38 for 6, Sharjah went on to win the game against Warriors. The tight over from Shravan comes to an end. 7 overs gone, 29 for the loss of 1. Uh, 29 for the loss of 1. Fighting hard, Alok and Shah. And getting ready to bowl the 8th over is the boy who has got those 2 crucial points, the rescue ranger for Sharjah cricket team in the first game, Ilan, who batted brilliantly, got 49 unbeaten runs and took his team towards the target of 144. He runs into bowl his first delivery. So much talent we have witnessed in this tournament. The batting, the bowling, the catching has been excellent. The ground fielding has been superb. And top of that, the commitment shown by these young budding cricketers is what has been impressive. The first time World Junior League Under 14 tournament happening here in UAE. The man behind getting this tournament here in UAE, Adil Rashid, the legendary leg break bowler, 2019 World Cup winner for England team. You need to have a vision to groom and to develop this game, and somehow I reckon this is the right age. This is the group of cricketers, and this is the age where you learn the skills and you can excel, and you need someone who needs to guide them. And what a shot onto the back foot, a classic left-handed batter shot, punch back towards the bowler, no chance for that mid-off fielder. Jainil Shah gets his first boundary, a much needed boundary for Sonics. Oh, brilliant hit, strong wrist and forearms helping Jainil Shah to fetch that boundary. A good comeback, a bit fuller, slight movement. It's a battle of foot giants. Seattle Sonics taking on Sharjah Cricket. We always talk about the senior cricket tournament, but this is something special. This tournament is for the young budding cricketers. In the air, and he has been put down. Jainil Shah survives. An opportunity was created by Ilhan, but not getting the support from the fielder. He needs some luck. So is Seattle Sonics. 8 overs gone, 35 for the loss of 1. Fatur Rahman, the young captain of Sharjah cricket, marshalling his troops quite well. From one end it's left arm orthodox, from the other end medium pace bowler, operating and not offering much to the batters. Even the likes of Arav Alok, who got that brilliant 64 in the first game of this tournament, he's struggling. Run a ball 22 so far, though he has got a maximum and a boundary a couple of overs ago, but after that he has been kept quiet, especially by this man Shravan. Wicketless so far, but bowling with good line and length. We were talking about that line and length, and slight error and ball racing towards the fence. Runs for Aravalok and more runs for Seattle Sonics. There was no protection, no fine leg, and look at that lush green ground and lightning outfield. No stopping. This has been the hallmark if you talk about the batters in this tournament. Whenever they have got a boundary, the very next ball they make sure to take a single and rotate the strike. The basics are right, and that is why I always say you need to have a right coach who can guide you, who can show you the path, how to develop your skills, and a lot of hard work has been put in by the coaches, and how can we not give the credit to the parents? Almost we have seen parents coming from USA and UK to just support the young ones. Thick outside edge, ball races toward the fence. Yet again a valiant effort, but what matters are the runs. Shravan, who was looking good, all of a sudden going for some runs. Alok finding yet another boundary here. It wasn't a bad delivery. Unfortunately for Shravan, there was no slip. It was forced on the back foot, just opening the face of the blade and putting it away from the reach of that fielder, that short third man. So with that boundary, score moves to 46 for the loss of 1 at the end of over number 9. Ilan will continue to bowl his second over. Good hit, and what an effort. Bouncing like a cheetah here, the fielder at mid-off, certainly saving 3 runs for his side. This is why this side is an extraordinary side of Sharjah cricket. One of the best fielding side in this tournament. The way we have seen the fielders putting that extra dive, saving runs, the ground fielding has been superb. So is the catching. Not sure at what total they are looking at. Because during the toss, Fatur Rahman said he'll be trying to keep them below 160. Though he also believes that 160 will be a tough task to chase, but he knows that he has got that deep batting lineup which can get to that 160. But in the meantime, glorious drive. He is having a gala of a time here in GMR Sporting Club. Took his own time. Aravalok now looking dangerous, dealing in boundaries. Some pace provided, a bit fuller, and look at that, good feet movement, leaning onto that front foot, and what a hit, piercing through the gap for 4 runs. 50 comes up for Sonics. Change of pace, rolling the wrist, just a single, but he looks to be technically very sound, and it's all about the temperament. Though he has his own struggle at the start of those innings, runs were hard to come. Backing his abilities is Aravalok. It's good to see these youngsters coming out with a plan and executing those plans quite well. Janil gets better of Ilan. Ilan is leaking runs. No stopping, though there was a fielder station at deep long on, but still manages to find that boundary. Young Janil Shah making a name for himself. Strong bottom hand player, using those strong wrist and forearms. Big heave, and also he made sure to play down the ground. You need to put that extra effort. If I'm not wrong, it was Jay Meek, the fielder, who took 3 outstanding catches on day 1 of this tournament. A good over in progress for the batting side here. In the air. So 11 runs from the 10th over. Things are looking slightly better for Seattle Sonics, but we're in Sharjah cricket. They'll be eyeing to break this partnership. Half of the overs done. 57 for the loss of 1.
We're halfway through. 10 overs gone, 57 for 1. In comes the new bowler. It's going to be Devam. Another very talented bowler will look to pick up a few wickets. They've just got one so far. Yeah, that one never came out. He'll have to go back and reload. This is a good little partnership being built between these two very talented cricketer, Arav and Jay Neal. And of course, not to forget, these two have already scored some very handy runs in the last encounter as well. So they're just continuing from where they left off, both the batters. Beautifully played, nicely tucked away towards the mid-wicket, gets a single. So steadying the ship are these two in the centre after not such a good start. Things weren't going in their favour. And now all of a sudden, the runs are coming from both ends. Arav, he's already got a 50 to his name. And yet again, it's a great opportunity to score another 50. Short delivery, punched away, but straight to the fielder. Yeah, this is where the bowlers, they'll have to be a bit mindful that anything short on the surface, that's not going to be adding any kind of value. And it's not really going to bring any wickets to your favour. We've seen with the spinners, they opt to bowl fuller. And onto that off stump or the fourth stump channel, that's where you've seen the bowlers asking a lot of questions. This is high in the air and straight to the throat of the fielder. So Devan, it just took him 3 deliveries to create magic, and he's picked up an important wicket and has disengaged this partnership. And mind you, it is a big wicket. It's the set batter and the top scorer in the last game and the top scorer even now, trying to clear the extra cover fielder. Wanted to go over his head, but not getting any kind of elevation. So found the fielder. A timely wicket coming in for Sharjah cricket. This partnership was looking quite threatening and also was growing in stature. But this youngster, Devam Desai, in his very first over, has picked up a huge cap. This is high up in the air and intentionally not playing it too hard, not really applying a lot of force onto that shot, just placing it in the gap. Gets a single on the very first delivery he's faced. It's Dhruv Gorinkla. He's got all the time in the world. We're just in the 11th over, so he's got ample time in his hands to really adjust and adapt to the situation in the centre. Oh, one thing is quite evident that we have seen there is something for the spinners on the surface. And as the day will progress, as the lights will take full effect, that's where you will see that the spinners won't be really turning the ball. And also you'll have to be mindful. Look at that. Look at the turn which Devan is getting at the moment. And that should give him a lot of confidence. Nonetheless, terrific over comes to the end. It's 60 for 2 after 11. another change in the bowling. It's going to be Arav Gulani, another exciting prospect. Let's see if he can get turned too. Beautifully, but that's a good delivery. I really like these right-arm wrist spinners when they are not really afraid to fly the ball and give a bit of loop, entice the batters to go for the big shots. It just shows the approach. It's so courageous and fearless. And these youngsters of Sharjah cricket, I believe they've been very, very impressive even in the last game, and they're continuing from where they left off in the last game. Lovely. That is a magnificent bowl. Perfect flight, pitched in the right area, getting that extra bit of bounce as well, and a turn from this wicket. So it is a very good wicket for the spinners. That is quite evident. We have seen even in the last game, and even now on this surface, there is a lot to offer for the spinners. But the challenge is you need to pitch the ball slightly up. Just like that. It's in the air. This is a chance. Oh, very, very close. Arav Gulani, he was on the verge of picking up his first wicket. And this is very, very disciplined bowling so far. He's just bowled 3 deliveries and is looking to pick up a wicket on every delivery he's bowling. A bit of an urgency coming in from the batters. Janil off to a good start. Would want to convert this into a big one. Nicely played. That's smart cricket. Just letting the ball come to him and placing it to perfection for a single. Now this is going to be such an interesting passage of play because these two bowlers are bowling in tandem. Devan Desai and Arav Gulani, two very, very talented right-arm spinners. Good delivery once again. It's in the gap and hit it a bit wider towards the long off. Getting 2 more runs to the tally, so it's been a quiet over by Arav, and he's been disciplined so far. Oh, lovely ball. That is a rip-scotch of a delivery by this youngster Arav. He's very impressive so far. Exceptional stuff out there in the middle. 12 gone, 65 for 2. What a start for this youngster Devam. Continuing with the second over. Oh, it's going for the appeal. And yeah, clearly going down the leg side. Rather over ambitious appeal, but seems to be pretty much interested and excited. Yeah, he's not happy. He thinks there was a chance. Yeah, I love that. I love that aggression by this youngster Devam Desai. This is high in the air and no power behind the shot, just a single. Yeah, these two bowlers, if you observe that, they're not really trying to do anything out of the box or trying to bowl anything different on this wicket. What they're just doing is keeping things relatively simple, pitching the ball at the right areas and just varying their pace. Look at this, I just said varying the pace and that was a quicker one. So he's mixing up beautifully at the moment and making life tough for the batters out there in the centre. As a matter, it becomes very difficult and you're not sure that where exactly the ball is going to come to you because it's turning, and also you're not too sure about the pace as to what they're bowling. just makes it very unpredictable for the batters. Outstanding stuff, to say the least. Swing and a miss. Yeah, this is what you expect after the bowlers. They are applying that extra bit of pressure. Clearly now you can see the pressure is mounting and getting onto their heads. Dhruv, he's played 8 deliveries and first signs of aggression coming in. That's all because they're not really getting the boundaries to their favour. That is high up in the air. Oh, very, very close. What just happened there? I think he overran, but in the end, it seemed like he's done well. Yeah. But look at that, Devan. He is not happy. He is clearly livid with this performance because I can clearly tell that each and every run which he's giving, it just means a lot to him. He is bowling his heart out in the middle and he's giving his 100%. So that is what he wants even from his team as well, to give 100% out there in the fielding department too. Short delivery, this is high in the air, this could be out. Oh, what a catch! Tremendous take out there. And he's certainly taken one of the best takes we've seen in this tournament. And some disciplined bowling coming in from Devam has gotten him his reward. He picks up his second. It was short, but look at what he's done. He's bowled quicker, so it came very quick to the batter. And that is what he's deceived on. Have a look at this catch. Applause coming in from the families behind. That is absolutely tremendous stuff, to say the least. That's the end of the 13th over. It's 69 for 3. Oh, what a terrific take we've seen in the last over by Sharik Ladawala. It wasn't all that easy, but he timed his jump, or rather his dive, to perfection. This is hit hard. So they're not really getting it from the middle of the bat. And that's all because they're not really allowing the batter to free their arms. What they're doing is, if they are bowling short, what they do is they bowl quicker. They don't allow the batter to rock at the back foot and try to hoik them towards mid-wicket. And on the other end, what they're doing is, if they're bowling fuller, they are offering a lot of flight and loop. So this is very, very smart bowling as to what we're witnessing. And really to have such smartness and awareness of the game. They're just under 14 kids, but how well are they playing? It just shows the talent, the raw talent these young boys they possess. Drilled down the ground, just a single, dealing in singles at the moment. There was a good little partnership in the middle between Jamil and Arav, but since their departure, it's getting a bit tough out there. Zaire Zaidi, the new batter, he's made his way in the centre and he's already gotten 3. Now this is high once again. And got a lot of elevation, but not the distance. But Arav and Devam Desai, these two are really making life tough out there for the batters in the middle. Yeah, certainly they have done their homework and they have come out with a strategy, and the strategy is so far working in their favour. High once again and very close. Well, the question remains to be asked whether if he could have gone for that catch, but I believe he's done the right thing. There's a bit too much to ask for. Lovely delivery, tossed up. Just a single to close out another good over for Team Sharjah Cricket. It's 14 gone, 77 for 3. Well, these two boys, they have certainly put up a good show so far with the ball. Devam Desai and Arav Gowalani, and I think as a captain, you would want them to continue and to bowl out their 4-over spell. You just don't want to break the rhythm for both the bowlers. Beautiful ball, that's a good delivery. It's pitching outside leg, and I really love the expressions of Devam Desai. Is a very animated character, and at times really it's good to see a bit of aggression out there from these young boys. They're very enthusiastic, and this is exciting stuff in the center. Beautifully done, excellent bit of work. He's getting a lot of applause from his teammates outside, and also the infield mates. The captain, Fatur Rahman, is always around him, has something to say and give a few words of advice. Oh, that should have been stopped, and he knows that. I think when you're batting to a right-arm wrist spinner, one thing you need to ensure you don't let the bowler settle, because what happens if he starts bowling in those right areas, and if there is something in the wicket for the spinners, then it becomes very difficult to really get going and to get runs from them, because the rhythm is in their favor. And because of the consistency, because they bowl at the right areas, it's very difficult to get hold of them, because there's turn, there's bounce, and also keeping a note onto their lengths. They mix their pace beautifully, and also the line has been impeccable. So excellent scenes out there. Until this delivery, commentators curse, they say. I was just praising the young boy, but on that occasion, drifting onto the leg side, and it was a beautiful looking stroke. He was always in control, and he saw the opportunity and swept that to perfection to get important 4 runs for his team. Arif Gowalani, he's still got a couple of more overs. He's been very economical, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see them, both these bowlers, to continue to bowl out the quota for overs. Oh, beautifully bowled. That's the one which came in, and a bit of a stare as well to close out the over. It's 15 gone, 83 for 3.
Overs 83 for the loss of 3. Dhruv trying to raise the tempo of the runs. They have lost Alok and J. Neil. Now it's up to these two to get as many runs as possible in the last 5 overs. The going has been not so good today for the batting side, Seattle Sonics. In the air, J-Meek settles down and no mistake, one of the safest fielders in the ground for Sharjah cricket. A brilliant catch, yet again all eyes wide open. Dhruv trying to raise the tempo of the runs, he departs. A brilliantly bowled flighted delivery, not afraid to give that flight and inviting the batter to go big. But not a proper connection resulted in the fall of Dhruv. 4th wicket going down at the score of 85. So Mitlesh Mukesh is the new batter. Thought of a run, no chance of that. Excellent field set up by Fatur Rahman, and bowling has been superb. Arav G getting his first scalp in this game, coming in between the wickets here. Yes and no, they are going for that suicidal run. Needed a better throw at the non-striker end, but he made a mistake, opting to go at striker end. A run has been taken, a risky run. He forced his partner Zaya to go for that second run. Luckily no damage has been done. Another flighted, brave enough to give that flight out of a good over. A wicket going down, 16 done, 87. In fact, with that single score moves to 88 for the loss of 4. Devam coming back into the attack. A couple of wickets in his kitty, just going for 13 runs in his 3 overs. A big heavy ball, just keeping a bit low. Quite interestingly, good to see the spinners getting A lot of purchase on day 2. We've already seen a 5-4 from Warriors bowler Suleiman early in the day. Oh, going for that reverse shot, but excellent work behind the wickets, dexterous. Quickly coming towards that leg side, a dot ball. 16.2 overs, 88 for the loss of 4. In the air, is there a chance? Yes, another one bites the dust here from 88 for 4. The scorecard will slowly show 88 for 5. Quite a interesting celebration from the fielder after taking that excellent catch. The situation demanded for Mithilesh Mukesh to go big, and in the process he finds the man. So a couple of dots, then wicket going down. In trouble is Seattle Sonics, 88 for the loss of 5. Yet to consider run in this over. What a spell from this young boy of Sharjah cricket, Diwam, into his final over. 3 wickets to his name. Prahalad is the new batter of the mark with that single, but all of a sudden the team who has posted the highest team total on day 1, Seattle Sonics, managing 199 against Giants, all of a sudden on day 2 they're finding it difficult to get quick runs against Sharjah cricket. Dejected, he knows should have been a legal delivery, but trying to bowl it away from the right-handed batter. In the process, a wide has been called. So superb spell from Devam. He ends the day with 16 runs, 3 wickets to his name. 17 overs gone, 91 for the loss of 5. In the air, just falling short of the field at long on. Going has been tough throughout this innings for Seattle Sonics, and credit should be given to Fatur Rahman, the way he's marshalling his troops. The rotation of the bowlers has been brilliant by young Fatur Rahman. Still continuing with the spinners, and the spinners not offering much pace. Nicely played. The head coach Niaz worked really hard with these boys, especially on their fielding. A lot of fielding sessions, drills were done coming into this tournament by these young boys of Sharjah cricket. Wanted to go towards that fine leg, but some bounce and some turn on offer for RFG. They're trying their best, but they are up against the skillful bowling of Sharjah. RFG continues to excel with the ball. A boundaryless over so far. Prahlad new at the crease, so is Zaire, though he has faced 14 deliveries for his 13. He misses. Was there a chance for the wicket keeper? I think he has got his man. Oh, what a delivery from RFG, inviting the batter to come down the track, and in the process missing the line completely. And look at that great glove work, just in a fraction of seconds dislodging those bails. So 18 overs gone, RFG completed his quota, couple of wickets, 21 runs to the young lad. The struggle continues for Seattle Sonics, 94 for the loss of 6. Two overs in his first spell, going for 15 wicketless. Shravan has been brought back into the attack to bowl the penalty made to over. Good connection. Is there a chance for the fielder? No chance. Nicely managed between the two fielders, and a much needed boundary from the blade of Zaire. Slowly the score moves to 98. He made a slight error coming into the arc of right-handed batter Zaire. A promising right-handed batter getting better off Shravan. How many more they can add to the total here? Still 10 legal deliveries left in this innings. A good comeback, and he has given him out. A wild slog, misses the line completely, but no mistake by the wicket keeper. He has been kept busy by the spinners of Sharjah cricket. Yet another brilliant stumping. Another wicket goes down. It's a Zaire. After getting a boundary, what a reply from the bowler. I like the way he's doing his job. The young wicketkeeper of Sharjah. Clean pickup, and look at that smart piece of wicket-keeping skills shown by the wicketkeeper of Sharjah, dislodging the bail yet again in no time, and full marks should be given to the leg umpire. Eagle eye straight away giving that out, and in comes another young batter. Anubhav. Choosing the wrong end here. What a turnaround of events for Seattle Sonics, who had an upper hand on day one, getting 199. Now they are struggling here with the bat, managing just 99. We are into the 19th over. Naitik and Anubhav, two new batters out there in the middle. This is what a win will do to your team. They were struggling against the Warriors Sharjah cricket on the day 138 for 6, and they went on to win that nail biter against the Warriors, chasing 144. And today they looks to be in control. It took a long time for that 100 to come up for Seattle Sonic. It's 101 for the loss of 7 at the end of over number 19. So going to the last over, Abaitullah Khan, the front line spinner for Sharjah cricket. One more time. The batter gets beaten with the flight, and yet again no mistake by the wicket keeper. We have already seen the wicket keeper of Warriors, Johnson, who impressed everyone the way he has kept the wickets. Now this young boy of Sharjah cricket, sharp reflexes shown by the wicket keeper of Sharjah cricket. Wicket number 8 goes down for Seattle Sonics at the score of 102. Milan is the new batter. Are they going back for the second? Yes and no. They have opted to go for the second, but the fielder choosing the wrong end, and Milan has been sent back by Anubhav. comedy of errors between these two batters. New at the crease, no proper communication, but luckily no damage has been done here. So 3 more legal deliveries left in this innings. Can he find a boundary here? Anubhav on strike. Turn. So dealing in singles here, and singles won't hurt Fatur Rahman's Sharjah cricket. A quicker delivery, smart piece of bowling. A tall off-break bowler. So the final ball has been sent out of the park. What a correction from the blade of Nilan, and he ends the innings with a flourish. A much needed maximum, just spoiling the figures of Baitullah. The last ball going for a maximum, and Seattle Sonics managing 110 in their allotted 20 overs. Trying to bowl a bit quicker and standing deep in the crease. So what a heave towards that cow corner, and some positive for Seattle Sonics by ending their innings with a maximum. So winning the toss and opting to bat first, they had their own trouble, and they managed 110 for the loss of 8 in their allotted 20 overs. Yet again a brilliant captaincy from Fatur Rahman, marshalling the troops quite well. The rotation of the bowlers has been up to the mark by Fatur Rahman, and we'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, we'll bring you the run chase of Sharjah cricket.
Welcome back once again, viewers. We're all set for this fascinating run chase. Seattle Sonics winning the toss, deciding to bat first, and they've managed to score 110 in the allotted 20 overs, losing 8 wickets. This has been a splendid bowling performance overall by Team Sharjah Cricket. And now over to the batters. We know how talented are these two in the centre. Fatur Rahman, we know how entertaining this could be the next half an hour if this boy gets going. A very hard hitter, likes to express himself early, and is pretty much known for those big shots. And pretty much optimistic. He's not really going to hold back. He will look to explode early and try to give a great start to his side. On the other end, there's another exciting talent. It's Jamik Shah. He's been very impressive so far in this tournament. He's been making a name for himself. So we're all set for the run chase, and this is going to be exciting. Seattle Sonics will look to pick up early wickets. Straight away on target. That's a very good start. Right onto the stumps. Just giving a bit of flight. And we know how impressive this youngster has been. Krish Patel yesterday bowled exceptionally well. And even today now, his services are definitely required. These 6 overs are going to be so crucial, I believe, for both the sides, especially for Seattle Sonics. They'll need to get those important breakthroughs early on, because if they get onto a good start, Sharjah Cricket, it's going to be very easy because they're not chasing a big target. Slightly shorter, and now straight away Jamik also gets off the mark. Short delivery. Oh, that could have easily chopped back onto the stumps, and the reaction of the keeper, it says it all. He knows, because he had the best view out of all, and that was very, very close. On and off the A, it could have easily just chopped back onto the stumps, and that would have been a huge blow. You don't want to be losing Fatur Rahman. That will definitely put them under some pressure early on in the game. Hit hard, but he's got protection there. He's got a long off in position alongside a deep mid wicket. So that's where we've seen Krish Patel. He's such a smart and a canny bowler. He'll look to just try to target the stumps and entice the batter to play across the line. The mid-on is in the circle, so he's inviting that if you want to take me downtown, you can clear me and hit me towards the long on by playing those cross-batted strokes. But nonetheless, this has been a good start so far. 3 runs on the board. Quiet run rate is pretty much in their hands. They don't really have to do anything extraordinary or out of the box. Just keep things simple in the center. Ensure you stay out there in the center. In the moment, Seattle Sonics, they are not going to be able to pick up early wickets. That's where you will see the frustration will be mounting for Seattle Sonics. That's high in the air. That's way too high. Chance and put down. Well, you just can't afford to be dropping these early chances, and he had all the time in the world to come underneath the ball. Nonetheless, Krish Patel will be absolutely livid. He knows that he was on the verge of picking up a wicket on the very first ball of the game. Look at that. Jamik went high, went long. And in the end, a catch has been put down. So that's the end of the first over. It's 4 for no loss. Just the 4 runs in the first over, and Krish Patel was on the verge of picking up a wicket early on. That should have been taken. And if you are defending a low target, that is what you want. You need to pick up those early wickets. Defending 110, it's going to be very difficult. Beautifully played. Stylish little drive along the carpet. Technically very sound is Jamie Shah. Even yesterday, he was very impressive. They had a great start if you talk about Sharjah cricket in the last outing, and who can forget the heroics coming in from their main batters. Good delivery, swinging, and umpire has given that as a wide. Yeah, talking about these two, Fatur Rahman and Jamik Shah, both of them, they got off to a great start. 17 for Fatur, Jamik scoring 13 runs, and then who can forget that 49 in 26 by Ilhan Khan. He was the star yesterday. He was the talk of the town, and he will be the talk of the town for a very long time. He came down to bat at number 10, and he won the game for his team. That was unbelievable, incredible performance. So one thing is for certain, that Sharjah cricket, they bat very deep. So that is one privilege they hold. And this is where Seattle Sonics, they'll have to be mindful that they need to pick up wickets consistently. They'll have to ensure they don't let them get away with the show early on. Another wide. This is one thing they can't afford, to be leaking away runs, and that too in the form of extras. Each and every run is going to be so vital. He's getting that movement of the air and also from the seam after pitching, but he needs to just try to bring it from the off stump channel or the fourth stump channel. That's where you will entice Jamik to play a cover drive, and that's where the outsides will come into the equation. Beautiful play. That's a very good shot. Very smart batting. He really let the ball come to him and not going after the ball. That is one way to really negate the outswinging deliveries. Just try to play as late as you can. No need to rush onto the ball. Short delivery, it's been pulled away, but he's got protection in the deep, so just a single. The idea was right, the shot selection was perfect. It was a short delivery, and this is one shot he really likes to play at the back foot. He's a strong puller of the ball, so his eyes lit up the moment he saw there was an opportunity, but just could not get the timing in his favor. It is a wicket which is on the slower side, so you need to be delaying your shots just a touch slightly. Need to wait a little bit. Sharp bumper, but is that going to be another wide? Yes, it is. So it's turning out to be quite a lengthy over, and he's leaking runs in the form of extras. Well, this is high up in the air. Has he got a decent connection on this one? Oh, very lucky. It just fell in the vacant area. And for a moment, his heart would have been in the mouth, because that was miles up in the air. And the fielder, he did have a bit of a chance to cover a bit of a distance, but it wasn't all that easy. And lucky escape. So already 10 runs on the board without much of a hassle, and that is all because they've already given a lot of extras. This is a miscued shot. Is this a chance now? Oh, put down yet again. That is a concern now. The fielding department has let them down. That's something which you can't really afford to happen. Nonetheless, it's 2 gone, 11 for no loss. Chris Patel to continue. He's bowled well so far. All he needs to do is just ensure he targets onto the stumps, entice the batter to do something different. Let them hit, let them go for the big shots. It's very smart. It's Fatur Rahman, the captain. He's a very smart cricketer. He won't really just throw away his wicket. He knows the value of his wicket. Being a captain, he knows that he's got a big responsibility onto his shoulders. So far so good. Krish is doing a fine job. Can he pick up a wicket? That is what he's done yesterday. That's a good ball, and you can see that he is getting that arm delivery in his favour. That ball did come in the air towards Fatur, and I think that has undone him. So watch out for that arm delivery, which Krish is pretty much known for, and that also, it comes in slightly late. That's been worked away towards a fine leg. That's going to be a boundary, is it? Yes, it will find the fence. So at the moment they're cruising along Sharjah cricket without taking much of risks at the moment, and they've raced on to 15 in no time. So the captain will have to put his thinking cap on, and they need to produce a wicket out of somewhere. Oh, that has been hit hard, very hard, rather belted. But unfortunately, he's hit it straight towards the fielder, and no damage done. And applause coming in straight away by the youngster. Krish, he knows that it wasn't the best of deliveries, it was too full. And Fatur striking it hard, but not finding the gap. Now this time he's got plenty of bat and a couple of bounces into the fence. He's hit it straight as an arrow in the slot, in his low zone. And Fatur is gone big. It's 3 gone, 19 for no loss. Mithul Mukesh to continue this quick single. No real damage done. So they're going along well at this stage. They aren't taking any kind of unnecessary risks, both these batters. And what has been the key so far is what we've seen, that Fatur Rahman, every time he comes on strike, I haven't really seen him playing any kind of cross-batted shots. Any fuller delivery, he looks to get his front foot forward and looks to hit it downtown with a straighter bat. And anything short, yes, he does look to play those big shots, tries to pull, tries to hook. But that's something which I believe the bowlers, they'll have to be mindful that he really likes anything short in his arc. So need to pitch the ball slightly up. And I think one thing also has been missing so far. Seattle Sonics, we know they're such a talented side, but I haven't really seen the variations come in so far. Even in the last game, they went on to score a massive total. Yes, that's good. But there you go. That is exactly what I was mentioning in the previous ball. The variation has come in, and very unlucky for Mithul Mukesh, because that was a splendid delivery. He's undone Fatur Rahman, and that was a classic delivery. That ball slightly holding up into the surface and never really arrived, and that's because of the roll of the fingers. And that's much more like it. Yes, we understand the ball is still relatively new, but in the shortest format, you have to just do something different. This has been hit hard, but he hasn't got much bat on this one. Away from the fielder, gets another run for himself. So in comes Jaimeek, a very stylish left-handed batter. So far, he's been very impressive. And I think all he has to do is just play the role of a second fiddle, not try to be over-aggressive, over-ambitious, because it's not really the demand of the current situation of the game. He needs to just support his partner. Oh, that is a glorious looking stroke. How quickly has he adjusted? And the key to be getting the 4 runs to the shot was once again, let the ball come to you, open the face of the bat, and played it as late as he could. Brilliant shot. Excellent execution. And this is one play to watch on. Look at that. The moment it hit his bat, he didn't even run for it, because he knew he's absolutely middleless and it's crashed away towards the boundary. So 30 for no loss, and they are at the moment running away with the show. Seattle Sonics, they need a wicket. As simple as that. If they keep on playing overs, Sharjah cricket, they're gonna be home once again. Try to go for a big shot, and after the ball has bounced, it's just got that extra bit of kick from the surface, and it's gone for yet another boundary. So Jaimeek, he's decided, if it's in my slot, I'm gonna go after it, and why not? If you are getting those loose deliveries, and Jaimeek, we know he's very strong in those offside regions. Look at that flow of the bat. He's got fast hands. Getting 4 more runs to his tally. They are in a very, very comfortable position. Beautifully bowled. That's a good delivery. Good comeback. A dot to close out the 4th over. It's 34 for no loss. So just a couple of overs for the spinner, and now in comes Neelan. Oh, that is hit hard, very hard, but unfortunately hitting it straight in the hands of the short cover fielder. Fatur Rahman, one thing is for certain, he is a strong bloke. He's got very strong forearms, strong shoulders. He's built very strongly. He's got a strong back as well. So if he hits, it'll stay hit. Now this is high in the air. How far is this gone? That's gone far enough. Hold the pose for the Rahman. That was a brilliant stroke once again. Exhilarating stuff to say the least. And these two boys in the center, they want to finish off in a hurry. They are coming with a lot of confidence. Look at that excellent use of the feet, and always once again wanted to hit it straight. It was straight as an arrow. And that has been the key to success for this boy, Fatur Rahman. Once again came down the track, and a bit of a cat and mouse going on, because the moment Milan saw him coming down the track using his feet, that's where he insisted to bowl wider and out of the range of Fatur Rahman. The idea was right, but just getting off direction a little bit, and he's given a wide. Yeah, now one thing is for certain, that Fatur Rahman has said enough is enough. I am going to look to play my strokes. And why not? You know that you're not really chasing a big target, and also when you are getting it from the middle of the bat. So at times as a batter, you really need to back your instincts and back your natural game play. And that is how he plays, mind you, Fatur Rahman. He's a clean striker of the ball, pretty much known for his big hits. So already there's some entertainment. Bang! Forget about this one. That's out of here. It's been sent into the outer space. And that is the power I was just mentioning about Fatur Rahman, the captain, taking the charge. And he's going after Milan. He's not letting him settle. 13 runs have been looted already in the 4 overs. And look at this shot. And it's a fine shot. He knew he has gotten plenty on this one. And that's disappeared in the stands. Surely Niland will be feeling the pressure and the heat. 13 runs, that's a bit expensive. Another wide, yeah. And that's what happens as a bowler. When you know that the batter is going after you, you just try to bowl it away from the zone of the batter. I think it's not a bad ploy. You could do that, but you'll have to keep a deep third man, beg your pardon, and also a deep cover, and then you can just try to bowl slightly short. And also maybe that's slower bumper. That is one delivery which could be utilized on this specific surface, especially because it is on the slower side. It does tend to hold up more often than not. Now this has been hit hard once again, and make that another maximum. What a way to bring up the 50 for his team. And it's the captain. He's taking the charge. He's hit this like a cannonball. Yeah, they just need to learn from their mistakes very quickly, that anything short, Fatur Rahman, he's not going to miss out on those. He's very strong in those areas. 19 runs of the 5th over. Hit hard, bit of a fumble will allow them to take a single, and it will be Fatur Rahman to be keeping strike in the next over. 21 runs coming in, and that's a massive over in the context of plays. 5 gone, 55 for no loss.
A terrific batting performance by Captain Fatur, who moves quickly to 32 of 19. 5 overs done, 55 for none. Another glorious hit. Is there a chance? No chance. Spectators were in trouble. Fatur is on a roll. He is on a fire. The big boy, the big lad, looking dangerous out there in the middle, dictating the terms. What a maximum. Straight away taking Dhruvji out of equation here. Oh, what a hit. Going down on one knee and proper connection. You need to be on your toes when Fatur is on strike. Straight away putting him under pressure. Dhruvji conceding a wide here. Extraordinary batting display. He has been relentless in this innings. No stopping for Fatur Rahman. He needs to come up with something special, Dhruvji, to get better of dangerous Fatur. Another one. This time not a proper connection, and he gets his man. He is excited. He has got the big fish, the captain of Sharjah cricket. Trying to go big, trying to take Dhruvji out of equation. Change of pace, nicely done. Look at that. Keeping it away from Fatur. And he knows he was in trouble. It was miles up in the air. Naitik making no mistake. Desperately they were looking for a wicket, and Dhruvji responded to the call of the captain. Number 77. He did his job. The captain walks back to the hut, applauded by his teammates. Fatur making 38 of 21, 62 on board. They have lost their captain. It's a new man, Liam. They need a couple of more wickets to make a comeback into this game. It's a low scoring game after a brilliant start, going at a run rate of 11.27. The good news for Seattle Sonics is that a man who was getting those quick runs is back in the hut, Fatur Rahman. Nicely managed. Krish comes into play. Now this is a very good opportunity. If you can bowl a couple of tight overs, you can put Sharjah cricket batters under pressure. All they need is a couple of good overs, and also in the process, if they can get Jamie Shah out of equation, then they can sense a chance to make a comeback into this game. A wayward, but what a stop. A full length dive, one-handed dive, saving runs. Naitik supporting the bowler, coming around the wicket, just losing his shape. Dhruvji got pumped up after taking that wicket of Fatur Rahman, trying to increase the pace, losing the line and length. This is what a wicket does to the team. Fatur is back in the hut now. All of a sudden, both the batters are looking to rotate the strike. Liam is new at the crease. Jamie Shah, a highly rated batter of Sharjah cricket, a safe fielder. He's having a brilliant tournament. In pain, going for the drive, and inside edge, and straight away hitting on his chest. Strong Liam says all is well. First set of power play is done and dusted. 6 overs gone, 65 for the loss of 1. To bowl the 7th over, Anubhav has been introduced by captain. Very watchful Jay Meek. Going on the back foot, thought of the second run, but no chance of that. Good work done by the fielder. Running in, clean pickup, keeping it down to a single. Still 45 needed for Sharjah cricket to register another win in this tournament, and this will help them to move at the top of the table in their group. The day 2 of World Junior League. Match number 7, Sharjah Cricket taking on Seattle Sonics. Opening the face of the blade and playing towards the short third. Taking his own time, Liam. But this is the stage where if you can bowl a couple of tight overs and all of a sudden you can force the batters to play a false stroke, and in the process you can get couple of wickets, building that pressure by bowling consecutive, in fact 3 back-to-back dot deliveries by Anubhav. Get a slip in. He's forcing him on the back foot. One more time. Are they going for the single? Just a single has been conceded so far. Get one more fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Don't allow him that easy single. Jay Meeksha happy at non-striker end, watching his partner playing 4 dot deliveries in a row. Make it 5. What an over, what a start by Anubhav. Just a single from his first over. 7 gone, 66 for the loss of 1. Dhruv will continue to bowl his second over. showing full face of the blade. Not at all in a hurry, they are just chasing 110. Things are in control. Jamie just doesn't want to throw his wicket, and he knows the importance of his stay at the crease after losing his captain Fatur Rahman. He's taking his time, making quite a few changes in the field, pushing the point back onto the ropes. There is a deep point, short third. The length and line should be towards that fourth and fifth stump. A slightly fuller. A fumble resulted in an easy single. Group is wide open after Warriors making comeback after losing their first game to Sharjah Cricket. Early in the day they got better of South England Giants in a one-sided affair, and Suleiman was the star of that game, getting a fifer under his name. Nicely bowled in the block hole. Very watchful Jamie. So two low scoring games after we have witnessed quite a few high scoring games on the day one. The first game we have seen 106 posted by South England Giants, which was easily chased down by Warriors in just 9.1 over. Now Sharjah cruising quite well towards the target of 111. What a hit it was in the slot, coming under the ball, showing some class and generating some power. Jamie gets a maximum. Trying to find that Yorker, slight error, and full advantage taken by Jamie Shaw. No protection towards that corner, and a maximum from the blade of Shaw. He moves to 22, 74 for Sharjah Cricket. Still couple of deliveries left is in this over. It's all about the momentum for Sharjah. A full toss, driven nicely but straight towards the fielder. You've seen the fluctuating of fortunes yesterday. Warriors versus Sharjah. They were staring a defeated 38 for 6. From there they went on to win that game against the Warriors with 2 wickets in hand. The likes of Ilan and Kiwan getting those valuable runs for Sharjah Cricket. Now against Seattle Sonics, they are in command, they are in control. 8 overs done, 9 runs from that over of Dhruvji, 75 for the loss of 1. In the air and taken. Anubhav making no mistake. The man who was looking dangerous, Jamie Shaw, he needs to depart. good start to this over. So now both the openers back in the hut. Look at that catch taken by young Anubhav. Wanted to play towards the leg side, but ball just stopping and coming onto the blade, and good reflexes shown by Anubhav. So wicket number 2 going down. Jaimik Shah managing 23 of 19. Sharjah Cricket losing their second wicket is 75 on board. Lokesh is the new batter, another left-handed batter in this lineup of Sharjah Cricket. After losing Fatur Rahman, the run rate slightly dipping down here. ब्रेक में भी डाल के छोड़ते हैं. Another 36 runs needed. Plenty of time, plenty of overs left in this game for Sharjah Cricket. Yet to get off the mark is the Lokesh. A loosener and rightly punished. Rolling his wrist and keeping it away from the reach of fine leg fielder. Off the mark in style Lokesh. Have to give that flight and offering Liam to go big. He fell into the trap of Anubhav and getting the support from the fielder. What an effort, full length dive, all eyes wide open. Wicket number 3 goes down for Sharjah Cricket. Still 31 needed. It's 80 for the loss of 3. Yes, losing the plot here. Back-to-back wickets going down, and Dhruv will continue. A slight error drifting down the leg. Not trying to hit it hard, rolling his wrist. Lokesh dealing in boundaries here. Dhruv continues to be expensive. problem has been whenever he thought of generating the pace, we have seen him struggle with that line and in the process leaking runs. Dhruv G. An open stance for Lokesh. A good comeback. So two top sides coming into this game by winning the first game of this tournament. But what I like is the way Fatur Rahman utilized his bowlers in the first innings, and they kept the opposition to just 110 and making life easy for their batters. Struggle continues for Dhruv. Another extra has been added to the total. Though he has got that big wicket of Fatur, but he also leaked plenty of runs, wherein from the other end Anubhav bowled quite exceptionally well, bowling tight line and lengths. So 8 teams participating in this tournament. World Junior League Under 14 divided in 2 groups. Top 2 teams will qualify for the semi-final. Sharjah are in a good position to make it into the semi-final by, if they went on to win this game, it will be a back-to-back wins for Sharjah. And lengthy over in process from Dhruv. Started with a boundary, then a dot ball, then giving away a wide, a single, a dot, then yet again an extra has been conceded. It's a Sharik is on strike. He also played a key role in off the mark with that single. That partnership with Kiwan came in at a crucial time, batted beautifully before he was caught in front of the bowling of Amir. That game will be remembered the way Ilan got those runs, 49 unbeaten. Show his class, played with lot of maturity. So another easy single to end the over number 10. With that single, Sharjah cricket moves to 89 for the loss of 3.
halfway through in the second innings, 89 for 3. Things are looking in control at the moment for Sharjah cricket. And that is all because of the good start the two openers have provided. It was Fatur Rahman, the captain, leading from the front at 38 and just 21 with 4 huge sixes to his name. And also Jimmy Shah playing the role of a second fiddle, stayed there with Fatur Rahman, played a supporting knock as well. Oh, lovely delivery. That is a beautiful ball. They're going for the appeal. They can't believe their luck because they have heard something. Not the batter, not the umpire, but the bowler and the keeper. They have gone with a loud appeal. Anubhav, certainly this boy, he is asking a few questions out there in the center, and all of a sudden now the wicket is playing a few tricks or two. There's turn, there's bounce. Yeah, that's much better. He's let the ball come to him and played it as late as he could, gets a single, and from this stage of the game, that is what they require. They don't really have to do anything silly, I would say, because they are in a commanding position. And Sharjah cricket, the batters, they really like to go big. They like to play those big shots, which is certainly not the current demand of the situation of the game. They can do it easily with doubles. 21 only needed. And we have another 9 more overs after this. Yeah, that's much more like it. Just enjoy your outing there. Play it along the carpet. Yes, if it's a loose delivery, go for it. Otherwise, just keep on nudging it around, knock it around, keep chipping, keep grinding, they say. That should be the mantra at the moment for Sharjah cricket. What a tremendous... Who can forget the heroics yesterday by most of the batters. Lovely. I really love this approach by Anubhav Krishna. He's such a fearless bowler, very brave to be bowling these kind of deliveries. He's enticing the batter and bowling those lovely loopy deliveries. How much air he's given in the last delivery. That just shows the smartness of this bowler, that he is inviting the batter. If you want to finish off the game, why don't you just take me down and finish off the game in style? Go for the big shots. Once again, that was a bit too much flighted there by Anubhav. Turned out into a low full toss. 19 more required. Sharik and Lokesh, all they have to do is just be smart in their approach. There's no need for the big shots. That's what the bowlers are trying moment. Beautifully bowled. Good delivery. Excellent over once again by Anubhav. He's bowling a tremendous spell so far. It's 11 gone, 92 for 3. Excellent last over is what we witnessed by Anubhav Krishna. He's bowled his heart out. He's only given 9 runs, and out of the 3 overs he's bowled, he has bowled 12 dot deliveries. And that too, a side where you know that they're going after the bowling. Still, he's somehow managed to bowl so well. So, job well done, Anubhav Krishna. And in comes Krish Patel for another spell. Introduced in the 12th over, where the batters, they don't need much. So I don't really think there's going to be a bit of any kind of trouble or any kind of problems for both the batters in the middle. On the other end, we also need to praise this boy as well, Krish Patel. He was very impressive in the last encounter. Even today with the new ball, he bowled well, but I felt he was a bit unlucky. I remember a catch being put down in his over as well, so can't really blame the spinners, they have given their 100%, but I think the fielding department has let them down one, and also their batting hasn't clicked today. Most of their main batters haven't fired, and in the end 110 is never enough on any given surface. You really need to bowl out of your skins if you got any slightest of chances to be even thinking hitting the opponents. So far so good. Just 17 more runs required to register yet another victory to their name. Flatter, quicker, and brilliant bit of fielding. Good stuff out there. Still they're giving the 100%. That is good to see, and that is something which is admirable. We've seen all the youngsters, even when they're on the verge to lose the game, that's where I've seen that they give out their 100% and they fight right till the end. It just shows the enthusiasm and shows the character of all of these youngsters bringing into this tournament. Very brave, very fearless, and a courageous approach is what we have witnessed so far in this tournament. So we need to give a lot of credit, a lot of praises to these youngsters. These are the future stars we are seeing on our screens. You never know which boy will really come out strong, because you can't really choose and pick. Majority of them, I would say all of them, I've seen them, all are so impressive. And I believe personally that they have got excellent prospect for the future. Lovely delivery, tossed up. And watchfully played by Sharik. He knows that the job is pretty much done and dusted, so he can just nudge it around, pick up those quick singles. The field, talking about the field, 30-yard circle fielders, I believe they can just come 5 to 7 steps ahead from the circle. What that's going to do is it's going to negate these two batters to rotate strike. At the moment you're offering easy singles, just like that, no problem whatsoever. So when you know that you're defending just the 15 runs, you need to do something extraordinary. End of the 12th over, 97 for 3 Seattle Sonics. It 11 to win. Anubhav Krishna, he's bowled exceptionally well alongside Dhruv. Krish Patel, he's bowled well as well. And now comes Vivan, another exciting talent. Doesn't really have many runs to play. Yeah, the length was perfect, but the line was slightly wayward. It's not going to be all that easy to just give him the over at this stage and expect him to just pick up wickets. So Vivan, talking about him, all he needs to do is just get his basics right. Ball at a disciplined line, ensure you don't bowl too short, don't bowl too full, just at the good length area. That's a full toss and it's got the treatment. Oh, decent attempt. This would have gone down as one of the best takes if he would have gone on to take that, but that was with some severe force. Lokesh, he is a very strong striker of the ball. He saw the opportunity and he has pummeled this towards the deep mid wicket. Look at the power he's generated, and when he hits, it stays hit. That's the class and the aura this young boy Lokesh possesses. I really love his body language and the way he plays. So much positivity coming out. And also a lot of elegance pouring from the plate of Lokesh. We'll have to wait for the signal of the umpire. If that was a wide, didn't look like though. Yeah, rightfully called. Good decision. It's been given as 1 run in the form of bye. So just 1 big hit required. Going to go for the glory hit and get another win to their belt, or is just going to milk it around and ensure he doesn't lose his wicket. He doesn't want to spoil his average. Yeah, smart. He's a smart cricketer. He does value his wicket, and it's good to see. When you know your partner at the other end, he's the one who's been looking to be aggressive and look to play those big shots at this stage. Why not give the strike back to him and let him seal the deal? 5 required. Lokesh, I won't be surprised if he looks to finish off this game with 1 big hit. Maybe target towards the mid-wicket, because that's one area he really loves and fancies. Yeah, he does go towards the mid-wicket, but along the carpet, because the ball was a bit too full and he didn't really have much time and the leverage to free his arms. Quite surprising, Viman. He was brought into the attack quite late, because he's another fine talent, mind you, coming around the wicket. Balled. It's a top class delivery. Getting that extra bit of revs off from the ball. But Seattle Sonics, they will be definitely taking a lot of learning from this game, because mind you, they've already gotten a win under their belt. Tries to go for the big shot. Top delivery to close out the 13th over. Seattle Sonics 107 for 3. And on the verge of getting another victory to their name is Sharjah Cricket. It has been a commendable performance so far. Is that what we witnessed? First, of course, what we've seen with the ball. Devam Desai, he bowled exceptionally well. Arav Guwalani picking up 2 wickets. Baitullah Khan, that boy has been impressive as well. Shravan Kaushik also picked up a wicket. And Liam D'Souza did pick up a wicket, but he was economical as always. And then the batters came in, Fatur Rahman alongside Jamie Shah, and these two, they had different plans. They wanted to get their team off to a fly, and boy did they. 62 runs worth was the partnership. Just set the tone, and they took away the game very, very quickly from Seattle Sonics. And that's the reason they are finding themselves in almost a winning position, because they need just the 4 runs. Mithul Mukesh has been introduced back into the attack. He's been proven to be a little expensive. Oh, that has been hit like a tracer bullet, and that's how you win games for your team. It's Team Sharjah Cricket. What a performance and what a win for them. They've won this game by 7 wickets, comfortably chasing down in just 13 overs, or make that 13.1 overs. Lokesh, watch out for this boy. Remember this name. He is one heck of a player, and really he's been so impressive yet again. He saw the opportunity, it was a fuller ball, and the way he crashed it, it just went onto the boundary in no time. Shows the class, the aura, and the power this man possesses. So handshakes all around. It has been a decent game, but in the end it's turned out to be pretty much one-sided, and that's all because Seattle Sonics didn't really get many runs in the first innings, and Sharjah Cricket, no problem whatsoever. They've chased this down in just 13.1. Handshakes all around. Good to see Fatur Rahman leading the side, and why not? A proud captain, smart with his rotation in the bowling department. Very, very dangerous with the bat later on the second innings. So hats off. It's Team Sharjah winning this game by 7 wickets. Right then, we are going to take a short little break, and once we are back, we're going to have Mudassir Ali ready with the post-match presentation. Stay tuned.
Back-to-back brilliant nights for Sharjah boys. Now means they topped the table in their group and they became the first team to qualify for the semi-finals of this major league tournament here. In fact, World Junior League tournament here in the JMR Cricket Sporting Club. And for Seattle Sonics, the day was tough, the going was tough, and it has been a forgettable day for Rohan and his boys. Moving ahead, let me invite Captain Rohan of Seattle Sonics and we'll have a quick chat. Well, a tough day, what went wrong?
I feel our intensity got lost after our batting innings, and I think overall it's very important to reset, especially after having a hard first innings. It's very important to reset for the second innings and push harder and fight till your limits.
On the same track, yesterday you have got 199, so tell us about the surface. Was it behaving completely differently on day 2?
There was nothing different about the pitch, there was nothing different about the field. It was just us and our way towards playing today. I think we could have, if we had like a better and different mindset towards today and we were more confident for the team we were playing, I think we would have easily won this game.
Absolutely, and at the same time, credit should be given to the Sharjah bowlers, the way they bowled.
Yeah, they bowled amazing. Their pacers were swinging a lot in the beginning, and their spinners were bowling really good lines, really good lengths. But hopefully we come back stronger tomorrow and win the game.
Hard luck and all the best for tomorrow's game.
Thank you.
So that was Rohan Anand, the captain of Seattle Sonics. Now it's time to call Fatur Rahman, the happy captain of Sharjah cricket team. Fatur, back-to-back wins. How is the feeling and how is the mood in the camp?
So it feels good. We're all happy that we won 2 games in a row. Now it's up to the semis because we qualified already.
A comprehensive win after yesterday. It was a thriller. So what's the plan for the dinner?
Biryani.
And what message the coach Niyaz has given and your supporting staff, they are really working hard on your fielding aspect as well as on your fitness level as well. So what message the head coach Niyaz gave it to you?
He said we're all doing good. Just continue it and we'll win the tournament.
And what are the positives from this game? The likes of you got that start at the top of the order and your partner also getting that order. But are you happy the way the middle order contributed into this game?
They did decent, but I expect more. But it's fine. We all played well and the bowlers did well. We fielded well. So that's it, yeah.
All the best and enjoy the occasion.
Thank you.
So that was the happy captain of Sharjah Cricket. Now it's the right time to introduce our guest who will be giving away the Player of the Match award. And let me invite, he's the co-owner of this league. And please join us, Mr. Hamza Khan here. And quite a few notable performances from this game. Arab batted beautifully for Sonics, but it wasn't enough for tonight. And the Player of the Match goes to the bowler who got 3 wickets to his name, giving away 16 runs. It's a young Devam. Gets the Player of the Match award. Devam, first of all, congratulations on getting your first Player of the Match award. How is the feeling?
Obviously, it feels good performing on such a big stage set by the organizer of the tournament, World Junior League, and represent Sharjah Council at the top is obviously a very good feeling, yeah.
A complete team performance. Your team batted beautifully, bowled beautifully, and they were excellent in the field. So what's the message you have got from your coaches?
Nothing, just keep it simple. We got off, the first win was a very thrilling one, and then we just continue the win and hopefully we go unbeaten to the finals.
And finally, to whom you want to dedicate this award?
To all my coaches for always having my back, Harish sir, Craig sir and Nia sir, thank you so much for always believing in me.
Well done, and we thoroughly enjoyed your performance.
Thank you, sir.
So that was Devam who got the Player of the Match from this game. That's all we do have from the post-match presentation. Thank you for your company. We'll catch you soon. Till then, take care. Good night.